Excellent. Good to have everybody here. So in kicking off, if you remember back to my promo email, I said with all the mentoring, business coaching, masterminding, you pick up some gems, right? Those nuggets that stick with you and help you through. So I want to kick off and just thank you, John Denton, because you've been a business coach and a mentor for some 15 years. And some of these gems we've picked up from you. So thank you for that. What I've done is I've taken that and I've put it into a framework. And that framework, me being a systems freak, anybody that knows me well knows that I systemize everything. And I'm talking from when I wake up and make a coffee in the morning. I've put it into this framework that helps you sort of capture everything that you want to do. So there's two concepts at play here today. We're going to discuss one concept, and as Lorraine said, then break into groups and work on concept one. Then we'll regroup, we'll discuss concept two, and then we'll break into groups and work on our own numbers ready reckoner. And then we'll regroup, and then I'm going to give you access to the template. Make sense?
Yep.
So, vision boards. Who here's done a vision board at some stage in their life? You might have one active now or not or whatever. And then there's times when you look back at that vision board, and I've done this where I actually found a document from 2009 only last month, and it was like, oh my God, I've done all those things. I'd forgotten it. It had gone into a drawer and got filed, and it was like, that's just amazing. So, and that was one of the things that inspired me to sort of put this forward as an open discussion, was having that on your wall, some sort of format to have it on your wall to keep a check on where we're at through the year. You know, New Year's resolutions, so yesteryear, right? So who here can relate with that? You know, they've looked at a vision board, you know, down the track and, oh my God, I have achieved that. So it's really powerful. So first concept is this, a power word. Having a power word for your business and a power word for your personal life. One word. Now, it's got to be something that obviously that resonates with you. And as soon as you say it, it sort of brings up the emotion, everything about that power word. You gel with that. And it's the word that will help you stay on track. You just pick up that one word and you know what that means for you. Does that make sense? So I'll share with you one of the power words that I had for last year. And that one word, and here's the thing. There's going to be quite a few of you that will struggle getting it down to one word. You're going to want 2 or 3, and I'm getting an amen in the room already, right? 5. So, but there is one word. And when you go into the power group, the breakout room, you'll be able to bounce ideas back and forth and get it down to one word. You can do it, those people. So my power word for 2022 was leverage. That was it. For my business was leverage. Everything I did, I wanted to leverage. That just resonated with me. You know, networking with District 32, leverage. You know, it's like, so what that meant for me in that scenario was when I went to a networking meeting, talk to people I hadn't otherwise talked to, because that was leverage. I'm getting the most value out of that activity. When I did things online, leverage, you know, don't just post it to Facebook, post it to all the social media channels. So does that give you the concept, you know, the premise? It's that one word, and you just go back to that, and it means so much to you. So my one word for 2023 is focus, right? That's it. I want to focus on what actually matters. How many people here can resonate with this? We can be really, really busy all day. Thanks, Mel. All day, really busy, but we didn't actually move the business forward. Yeah. So I want to focus. So that's one of the things that focus means for me. Focus on the activities that matter. Also focus on the activities that are going to move the business forward, and just focus. Don't get distracted. How many times have we gone to Facebook? I'll just do a quick check-in, and 40 minutes later, boom, and you didn't do what you went there to do. So focus really resonates with me. So personal, because hey, we're in business for a reason, to have a personal life. So what is your focus word for your personal life? So my personal word last year was balance, because that one word means so much to me. For anybody that knows me, I can tend to be a little obsessive with hobbies.
Really?
Wife's in the background. That was a bad move, right? So it doesn't matter what I do. I'll give you an example. I was going to make a river coffee table, right? And so, 2 bits of wood and you pour some resin in the middle, and it wasn't flat. So then I had to get it flattened. And the cabinet makers didn't want to put it on their machine. So what did I do? I built a machine. Like, it ended up costing $3,000, most expensive coffee table on the planet, right? I can make lots of coffee tables, but will I have? So there's balance. Clearly it failed last year. But I've carried that power word forward for this year, balance, because I've got to have balance in work, in life, in commitments, in hobbies, in everything that I do. So that's my word. Maybe oversharing, but that resonates with me. So that's the context of the power word. So I think if we just take a few minutes now, Lorraine, before we go into breakout rooms, maybe 3 minutes.
Yeah,
now,
we'll do 3 minutes and then we'll have 5 minutes in the breakout room just for sharing. Because what you find is, and the good thing about sharing is you think you've got a word and then somebody says something else that's better.
Absolutely.
And you end up incorporating the other word, which is great, which is what it's all about, is to expand our thoughts and opinions. So we'll have a couple of minutes silence and you just have a wee think about that, the personal and the business.
Yep. So brain dump time. Take a few minutes, just write down some notes, write this down, physically write with a pen and paper. There's something incredibly powerful about that. Remember, there is no right or wrong, although some of you will revert to short statements. Write them down too, but you can refine that into one word.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
You may.
Can we have an acronym instead of a word?
There's always one troublemaker. No, that's cheating.
Bugger.
Hi, Mavis. You're on mute. You're on mute. I can't hear you.
I think I must have exited prematurely.
Yeah, that's all right. What are your words, Mavis? Type them in the chat.
Will okay, I'll write them in, yeah.
Yeah, just put B for business and then your word and then P for personal and put your personal one like I've put in there.
Oh, we were supposed to do personal. Ah, right. I didn't realise we were supposed to do personal as well.
Sorry.
Now I've gone right out. What's happened? Can you hear me, Lorraine?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
All right. So feel free to just share on the chat any of your business words or your personal words. I've just put a B for business, like leverage, and then a P for personal, which was harmony. Let's see here some of your words. Anybody typing in there? Right. So while we are, ooh, nice.
Oh.
Perseverance, abundance, energy, focus, flow. I love yours, Dean, for personal this year. I want to live.
Oh, you want
good time, friendship. Love it. Growth, collaboration, balance, engage. What is that word, Melida? Alacrity? What does that mean? You're on mute.
Good miming.
Alacrity means where we were looking for a word which is the opposite of procrastinating, because we put things off to the last minute. So alacrity means brisk and cheerful readiness.
Oh,
Right.
Well, there you go. You're going to remember that one, right? So look, I think that is good because it's easy to remember, right? If the two words, if they resonate with you at a deep level, you'll remember them. If in a few days you forget what your words are, you haven't got the right words, right, for you this year. So have a look at that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to move on to stage 2 for that. And Peter is going to talk about how do we assign some numbers to that. Peter, over to you.
Cool. Okay, so this is the number goals. This is the Ready Reckoner. So again, this is a concept that I picked up in a session from somebody, and so number goals. So it's numbers that resonate with you, things that you want to achieve, and the specifics. So what we've got is 2 focused power words, right? One for business, one for personal. And then the numbers Ready Reckoner is something that is going to be easy for you to remember. You're going to write it down, and it's going to resonate with you, but with specifics, right? So what I'll do is I'll do screen sharing, and I will show you the model. Oh, hang on, that's me. Sorry about that. Okay, so can you see the Word document in front of you? Yes?
Yep.
Okay, so this is the template you're going to get. So you're going to be able to put in your personal power word here. You're going to be able to put in your business power word there. And the number goal system is simply this, that you put in a number and then what it means to you here, the specifics of that number. So I'll show you mine. So sharing a lot of personal stuff here today. So what matters to me is 1, audiobook monthly. Now that might seem like, whatever, but the thing is that I've got an Audible account. I buy books every month and I don't listen to them. I very rarely listen. I can't read because I sit behind a computer all day reading. That's what I do. And so I'm not going to read any book, but I want to get business growth. So this helps me to sort of be mindful of that activity. What was on a previous Ready Reckoner sheet for me was actually the number 3. And what that represented to me was, I'll just put it in, 3. Drink the litres of water daily, right? That helped me become habitual with being mindful about drinking. I just, because I was not hydrated enough. It was actually a major problem in my life. Now, it's not on my list now because it's become habitual, because it was on my Ready Reckoner. Does that make sense? Just, and the thing is that you can print this out and it's on your wall. It's right there. It doesn't need explanation. It doesn't need big sentences, big explanations. It's your sheet. You know what it means. Yeah. So outbound marketing actions monthly. We do marketing for clients. The trouble is I drop my ball on my own stuff because we all get caught up and we're doing client stuff and yada, yada, whatever. I'm sure everybody can relate. So this is to help me be mindful. Hey, guess what? It's the 16th of January and I've only done 1 outbound marketing action. So it's a real top of mind Ready Reckoner, hence being called Ready Reckoner. Yeah. Now, what you'll do after you come up with these, so this is obviously your business power word. So this is your business column of activities. Over here is your personal. So this is your personal list of activities. Yeah. Now, I want to weigh 110. Some of you, think, well, really, that's a lot. Well, yeah, it's a lot less than it was. And, with that in mind, I've already lost 13 kilos. So, and the reason why, I know, right? Man takes power. But why do I want to do that? Because, I'm self-conscious, I'm actually quite fit and quite healthy, albeit overweight. But the motivation behind it is because sometimes when I look in a mirror, I get a shock. Who's that man? Anyway, oversharing. So does that make sense? Does that give that context? Yeah. So it's the numbers that matter to you. whatever they are. And this might evolve. You'll probably do this. So you'll get this in a Word document. You can add sexy graphics later. You can, put background here, do borders for those people who are inclined that way. I'm not, whatever. But then what you do is you translate those numbers into a list at the top. And in time, you'll remember exactly what they mean. 1, 2 things: exercise activity daily, audiobook monthly. Number 2, it's a business one. Number 4 is both business and personal, 50K buffer, yada, yada, whatever. Okay, so now this exercise, we were going to take 5 minutes to work on this?
So if you're just going to share the, can you share the template on the chat, Peter, for everyone, and then we'll take 5 minutes just to fill that out in silence.
Can I share the template on the chat? I don't know. Can I?
Yes, you can.
Okay, that's a good answer to the question. How do I...
On the chat box, just click on the little A4 document image.
Okay, chat. A4 document.
Just a little square image with a corner turned over.
Right, okay. He's looking, you can clearly tell I'm thinking you're...
There you go.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm going to move that aside so you don't see my...
You can stop sharing your screen, Peter, and then unless you want to keep the template up, but yeah.
Actually,
you can send it to me. Did you send it to me and I can share it?
What I'll do is I'll just, that will involve too much thinking. So I'll just share the document here, and while I look for it, so everybody can, while I'm working this out, loading it to chat, look at the concept, and just consider what your goals are going to be. Yeah.
So those numbers, Peter, can I ask a question?
Sure.
So those numbers, they're your numbers. So the numbers you make up are related to the individual. Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah. Whatever it is for you.
Yeah, gotcha.
And so Mavis, you might want to get your husband to do this as well. There's no reason why not.
Absolutely.
And then it can open up a conversation.
Absolutely.
About the pathway that you're on.
Yep.
Peter, is this set monthly, or the figures are monthly, or they're set yearly?
I generally...
It's in chat for everybody, sorry. It's there if you want to open up the template. Right, sorry, Peter.
I view this as being yearly, Anne. This is what you want to achieve this year. These are the things that are
yes, I realize that, but when you put your goals down here, is this on a monthly or a weekly, 3 times a week, or
so your number
12 times a month?
No, well, it's
whatever
just
you want.
mapping it out for me. It's for the year. This is, the things that I need to do to achieve what I want in 2023, like the 2 outbound marketing actions monthly. For me to achieve the results I want, they're the activities that I need to do to get there. And a 4-day work week for me. I've already booked out Friday afternoons. You cannot make an appointment. Work in progress. Am I there yet? No, because we've got the new CRM business, so we're working very, very hard, longer hours. But by taking that one action, so it keeps me on track.
Yeah, gotcha. So your number can actually relate to, if you want, the number of times in a month or the number of times in a year or whatever.
Yep. Whatever it is that resonates for you.
Yep, gotcha.
Right, okay. Has everybody sort of got some numbers down? Would you prefer to work this one through in silence, or do you want to go in and share? Anybody?
I like the idea of sharing. I think that I got a lot out of the previous one when we shared our words.
Right, so what
I
we'll
could
do
share.
then, what we'll do then is I'll recreate the breakout rooms into different rooms, and I'll open them up, and it's your choice whether you go in or not. If you want to just do this personally, then do it personally. When you share your numbers, you can share or not share as much as you want. You know, some things are personal you might not want to share, but it's open. There are no hard and fast rules. But yeah, I'm going to open up the breakout room, and it is a good idea for you to hear other people's numbers though, because it gives you inspiration for yours. But I'll open these now, and we'll be in there for about 6 minutes. Right, so I'm just waiting everybody coming back. So that is a little bit different way of looking at things. I was just talking to Bernard there, you know, and sometimes we can put our strategy out and it's all words and goals and objectives, but we actually forget to quantify it with numbers. This way, we're coming up with 2 directive numbers, words, and we're banging out these numbers so you get easily quantifiable goals. Now, I actually went through that process myself, and I found it really, really easy. And I already remember my 2 words and my 7 numbers. It's easy that 4 of them are ones, but I can remember my goals for personal and business right off the bat. So that really worked for me, Peter. So thank you very much. For others, you might need to think a little bit more about it to get that refined. But what I really like about it is that those numbers and those 2 words are now firmly planted in my mind, and they can drive me for the year. And that was the objective, to get an imprint there of the outputs. So thank you very much for that, Peter. Feel free to share your numbers up there. You don't have to share to everybody what they mean. Now, what I'm just going to do for the last 10 minutes here, on you go, Peter. You're on mute.
Good miming, huh? Okay, can everybody smile?
It's photo bomb. Got it?
And you are snapped.
Beautiful. Right. So what I'm going to do now, just for the last 10 minutes, is I'm going to wrap up and get you a little direction statement. I'm going to ask you 3 questions to formulate 1 statement to leave you to drive those numbers and those words throughout the year. And I'm going to ask you to think quickly on your feet, right? So the first question is, if your brand stands for 1 word, what is it? What is the essence of your brand? So District 32 is growth. What is your, Peter? Anybody want to shout out the number to help people along? What is, on you go, Peter?
Results.
Results. Anybody got 1 word? What is the essence of your brand?
Health.
What was that one? Health.
Health.
Perfect.
Woof.
There's always one.
Kieran, the reason for that, Mark Hansel's whole platform, graphic designer, the wolf is a part of his marketing. So
yeah. Thanks for the interpretation there. I just assume everybody knows Mark, right? So look, so that's part 1. What is 1 word to describe the essence of your brand? And we're going to put this into a statement in a moment. Part 2 of those questions are, what is your mission? Short, simple, snappy. I'm not looking for a whole paragraph here. So for example, ours is to create success and freedom. That's it. McDonald's, to make people happy. Yeah, or is that Disney? I can't remember now which one it is. Right, but so that's it, short and snappy. What is the one thing that you're here to do? What is the one you're here to create, develop, unfold? What is it? So I'm going to put down here, success and freedom. And that's for us and our members. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's part 2.
Does it need to be a sentence, or could it just be a couple of words?
So mine is just success and freedom. Right?
Yeah.
So put the words down, because you're going to formulate a sentence at the end of this when we've asked the 3 questions. Everybody got that done? Mostly, yeah. If anybody's stuck, by the way, you're welcome to hang around at the end. Yeah. And we can give some help. Right, so the 1 word is your brand essence. You've got the 2 or 3 words that is your mission. And then the last one is, if you knew that you absolutely could not fail, what would you be, do, and have in the next 5 to 10 years?
Can you repeat
If
that?
you knew you could not fail,
Oh,
what
yeah.
would you be, do, and have in the next 5 to 10 years? So ours for our business is, we'll be a national franchise, 5,000 members, valuation 10 million.
Be, have, and do. Is that
You
correct?
have to, yeah. So, and that's really nice if you, a nice way to think about it. So I want to be a successful business owner. I want to be a teacher. I want to be a coach, a successful coach. I want to do my training courses, my workshops, what I'm doing, so that I can have financial freedom.
Lorraine, can you say those ones that you had again for reference?
Yep. So all right. So ours is, well, I've not actually formulated like that. So I want to be a successful, have a successful business. And I've just padded out the numbers so that I can have a valuation of 10 million. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was easy.
Good for you, Mavis.
I got my focus.
We'll get you to share it in a few minutes. We'll let people think for a few minutes. And yeah, then just raise your head or sit and look up when you're done. Or maybe we should put little thumbs up when we're done. Put little emoji thumbs up when we're done.
Emoji thumbs up. Do that, can you?
So it's just under the little reactions at the bottom.
Oh,
The simple things in life.
technology is so clever when it works. You're muted, Ro.
When it works, if it works.
Oh my
They just all pop off.
gosh.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, it's under reactions, but they all just jumped off for some reason there.
Oh,
They don't stay
look-
forever, Lorraine. They just only stay for
Ah,
a few-
right. Okay. Thanks, Ro. It's like this, the technology is great. So, and this is on the back of the planning conversation as well. I just spent, yeah, good old fashioned. I just spent like 40 hours over 3 days planning with John DiMartini in every area of the life. It was absolutely fantastic. But the thing is, he used Zoom and he was doing it across different countries, and you can stream it out in 2 languages at the same time. And you
Oh,
can
no
choose which
way.
one you're going to listen to. It was amazing. Right? It was fantastic. So look, most faces are up. What we want to do just last of all is just formulate that into a sentence. Now so what that looks like, and I'm going to put it in the chat for people who prefer to read, right? So the brand statement is first. We stand for growth. Right? The second one is your mission. Our mission is to have a national franchise, 5,000 members, and a valuation to create success and freedom. So that's encompassed the brand word, the 2 words for the mission, and what we would achieve if we knew we couldn't fail. And then our word at the end is leverage. So see if you can wrap yourself a directive statement. Now I might have confused things there by putting the word mission in the middle when really the success and freedom was the mission. And then if you are willing to share, we'd love to see your statements on chat. You want to share
Lorraine?
yours, Peter? Oh, sorry, who's asking?
No, sorry. Yeah, I just have a quick question.
Yep.
If we knew that we could not fail,
Mm-hmm.
then the we do and have, how does that become part of the statement?
So the
So it's
we do
about
and
me.
have, the we do and have was just an indicator for you to use. I haven't used that in the statement.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So the be,
Thank
do,
you.
and have, though, if you looked at it, that was, if I had to put it into that, we would have 5,000 members in evaluation. I would be a national franchise. And how we would do that is through increasing members. Be do have is just, sorry, I've confused things. Be do have is just a nice way to set goals in a specific area. So there's, does that make sense, Melita?
I think so.
So let me just put that out again. So who's got in here? We stand for fun. Our mission is to be a national brand, creating a safe space for people to learn, unwind, and create. Beautiful.
Cool.
Mavis, we stand for health. Body, house, and environment. We assist the environment with reduced plastic waste, and we want to create a saleable level by implementing sound business practice. Retire with abundance.
Nice.
Is anybody? I can see a few. I can retype my statement out and send it to everybody on the be, do, have, so that makes crystal. So that's crystal clear. I'll send that out afterwards if that's helpful.
Yeah.
But then on the back of that is the numbers, right? So for me, that's a really, really, really succinct statement: goal, mission, outcome, objectives, words, and numbers.
Yeah.
Does anybody want to share did you get any clarity around that? Did it help? Are you going to have to go away and percolate on it for another hour? Was that helpful in any way? I find your exercise, Peter, extremely helpful. It's so
I think it's
simple.
awesome. I'd love to share this with all of my crew at Joondalup.
Do it.
Go for it. Yeah, absolutely.
I think it'd be a great exercise to have as the first District 32 networking of the year.
It's interesting. Peter asked for that, and then Rochelle and Mark have both said put out in local circles, and I was like, nah, don't do that. Get everybody on Zoom, and then we can get everybody in together. So let me just sit on that, Mark.
Plus, we do it again. At least you've got this group that's familiar, so you know that helps when you do it again.
Yeah.
And we got a few circle leaders in here.
The whole group. Mm.
And I think it's something you could actually do twice throughout the year to see where you're at.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So I just want to say thank you, Peter. Thank you for offering to share your tool. Thank you for pulling it together. Thank you for the template, and thank you for sharing your time just to share it with everybody else.
Cool. I hope that added value. And it's a work in progress. And as I said, you can, add graphics to it, whatever you want to do. I'll just put the link in chat, even though you've downloaded it, just so you've got that on file. We'll also send out an email so that you can go directly to it down the track or whatever. Thanks for joining us, and let's nail 2023, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thanks very much,
Peter.
guys.
Yeah.
We'll see you later.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.